When I started my AI transition journey, one question kept bothering me. When my focus is on GenAI and Agentic AI, and if I'm planning not to train models from the scratch, then why should I learn deep learning? Why can't I move directly to learn RAG, AI agents, long chain, etc.? After exploring, I realized that you may not be training the models from the scratch, but absolutely you need to understand how they work because when AI fails in the production, there should be someone to understand why. In traditional software system, when something breaks, it's very clear it may be due to API or database or network or authentication failure. But in AI system, things are different. Let's think an employee asks the chatbot, what is our company leave policy? And the chatbot replies, I don't know. Now the question becomes, why did it fail? Was the document missing? Did the retrieval fail? Did the embedding fail due to identify the right document? Did the prompt fail? Did the model hallucinate? Or was the model itself lagging the capacity? Without deep learning fundamentals, all failure look the same. That is, the AI is wrong. By understanding the deep learning, we can diagnose the real problem. Now let's consider a use case where a company built an HR chatbot and an employee asks, how much vacation do I get every year? But in the leave policy, we have employee receives 20 annual leave days. Now the chatbot fails to answer. So here, do we need to retrain the model? Usually no. Here, the model understands vacation and in the document we have annual leave. So here, the embedding failed to understand both mean the same and this becomes a retrieval problem. So now the GenAI engineer fixes by better chunking strategy, embeddings, and improving retrieval logic and vector database configuration, not by adjusting the weights. This is exactly why understanding embeddings become important. Let's consider agentic AI use case. Suppose you have built AI agent and the user asks, schedule a meeting with Rahul tomorrow at 3 p.m. and the chatbot, instead of selecting calendar API, it starts searching in the company document. Task fails. So, do we need to retrain the model? Usually, no. The issue may be tool selection, planning logic, prompt design, workflow orchestration. As an agentic AI engineer, your job is to diagnosing where intelligence broke inside the system. Deep learning helps us understand what the model is capable of, what need to be fixed outside the model. Let's consider another use case where an hospital needs AI assistant to analyze the medical reports. The general purpose model gives 70% accuracy, whereas hospital needs 95% accuracy. At this point, prompt engineer may not help, RAG may not help, the model itself may need adaptation. This is where the concept like training, fine tuning, transfer learning, overfitting, and generalization becomes important. You may not perform the fine tuning yourself, but you need to know when does this become a model problem rather than a system problem. Then, why I need to learn deep learning? As a future GenAI engineer, I realized that I need not to become AI researcher. I need not to learn advanced calculus. I need not to derive gradient descent equations, but I need to understand the concept like neural networks, loss functions, gradient descent, transfer learning, training versus fine tuning versus inference, overfitting and generalizations, embeddings, attention and transformers, essential concepts of CNN and RNN, tokenizations. My goal is not to become deep learning researcher. My goal is to understand essential concepts required to build GenAI and agentic AI systems. I want enough understanding to make architectural decisions, diagnose production problems, understand when RAG is enough, understand when fine tuning is enough, understand how modern AI system works.